This is the second one.
Yes, this is episode 2, season 1.
8.
Season 1.
There you go. We just skipped 7 seasons.
Oh, was it Brett and JB or JB and Brett?
Brett and JB's awesome podcast.
Yes, Brett and JB's awesome podcast.
That's what I named the other one.
Okay.
See, it says it all in there.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
thanks for listening to Brett and JB's awesome podcast. It's nice to see we actually have people listening.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure. It's been our pleasure.
Well, see you next time on. All right. Let's get into top our stories for today.
Okay, which one should we talk about?
Let me see the list. We actually made a list for a little bit more professional. We need to cross out these ones from last time.
Yeah, we
From
only had
last
2
week.
for last ones.
Yeah, we just came up with stuff on the spot, though.
Yeah.
Talk about how we met.
Okay.
Okay.
So, well, let's first talk about 5th grade. Okay, so 5th grade, we went to a school called Lafayette.
No, we didn't.
Elementary school.
I'm gonna have to edit that part out. I don't want people to know where I live.
Okay. Well,
We went to this school.
go beep. just
We
do
went
that.
to a school together in 5th grade, and
And I ran for school president in 5th
he
grade.
painted his nails. Hold on.
No,
Hold on.
no.
Let me tell you my perspective first. So, we went to school together, and he had a pink mohawk. Don't talk yet. He had a pink mohawk. I thought that he wore eyeshadow. He painted his nails black, and he wore just the dumbest clothes ever.
Here's what actually happened. I was punk. I wore red. I had a red mohawk that faded.
Yes, but I didn't even know who you were until it turned pink, so that does not count.
And,
Even though we had been, like, intermingled in classes for the math switches, we
Yeah.
never, like, talked to each other. Before that, we did have mutual friends, though.
I never had eyeshadow.
I thought you did, but you were just tired all the time.
No, yeah. Sleeping problems. Okay. Well, apparently Brett thought I was gay all throughout 5th
Yeah.
grade.
Yep.
6th grade rolls around, we're in middle school. Home period, right?
Yeah, Miss Lajona.
Miss LaJona, best teacher ever.
She moved.
Yeah, she was very sarcastic, but very awesome. There was only...
She let us hang up a sign that said, "We will nuke you for 5 cents."
Yeah, that was fun.
Bagel!
He's trying to take his bed with him up to...
It's not even his bed, it's the other dog's bed.
Well,
You think this is for Bagel?
no.
That's my dog, by the way.
Bagel. He's a beagle. No, he's just a bagel.
He's my pet Bagel.
Yeah, there was only 8 kids in her class, in this class.
the beginning of the year, yeah.
Yeah, and there was, should we talk about Emily? That was weird.
No.
Okay, thank
Not
God.
now.
There was, in her, all of her other classes, there were like 30 kids, so it was completely packed. So she was just relieved to get down to 8 kids. And our conversations, we didn't even have to put our hands up. It was just the conversation with the class, and we learned everything.
So quickly, because there was only 8 students, and I wasn't the usual 30, and it was just, it made things easier.
Yeah, and, yeah, we sat, first day I sat next to him, or did you sit next to me?
I probably sat next to you. But then
It's like, oh my god, I'm gonna see how gay this kid actually is.
Well, first of all, I probably didn't even really recognize you.
Oh yeah, because I had long hair.
Yeah, you had long hair. You didn't have the mohawk anymore.
Yeah,
This is-
long brown hair.
He ran for school president in 5th grade. That's how we kind of met. And we'd seen each other around before that. And then 6th grade is when we actually met. Because we were in the same class. But he looked totally different. Like, he didn't paint his nails anymore. He didn't have the mohawk.
Like, I'm still punk. I still like the same music. I just
but
don't
you
have a
like
red
some music.
mohawk.
You don't have a red to fade to pink mohawk and black.
I only did that once.
But
Son
it
of
stayed on
rebellion.
there for, like, ever.
I only did that. It was only... I put it on there once. And then
It
2
just
days
stayed
later,
there.
I just took it off. Paint remover.
In your pictures, you went like this, and you had, like, the black nails.
No.
Yes, you did.
In
when
my
you were running
picture,
for
I was
president.
playing ukulele. I was like... I didn't go like this.
No wonder I thought you were gay.
I was playing ukulele. I was like that.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get a picture of this on my phone real quick. Make that pose. No, you gotta open your mouth the way that it was before. American Eagle, sponsor. Not actually.
Okay, did you take the picture?
Yeah, I took the picture. You'll see that in the podcast.
Yeah, my hair's messed up and it's late and this dog is giving me allergies, so I look super wasted in the picture as well.
Okay, well, so we met in 6th grade, hit it off.
We were just like,
It was like,
we were like besties.
yeah.
Within a week, we're like, yo, what up? Want to come to my place? They're like, yeah.
It was more like we had to wait until April until we invited each other over to each other's houses.
Yeah.
Because I remember it was after Easter.
Yeah.
Because I had a lot of candy. And we played Modern Warfare 2 all day.
Yes.
Even though it came out way a long time before that and it was my favorite game. Now I hate Call of Duty. They totally ruined the franchise.
Modern Warfare 3 came out.
That was so bad.
Modern Warfare 3 came out.
After Black Ops.
And then I went to your house and we were playing Modern Warfare 2. Because I remember, because I just went to another birthday party where we played Modern Warfare 3. And I was like, oh, this is fun.
And we played that stupid map for like 6 hours.
I know.
We were just trying to get to the top.
So overall, he realized I wasn't gay.
Yes, and we became like best friends.
Best friends, yeah.
Even I think if you were gay, we still probably would have became friends. Even.
But I'm not gay.
I know, I'm just saying. Yeah, I don't think it would have really made that much of a difference.
I don't care if somebody's gay.
Yeah, it's personality.
Yeah. You're born that way. Or
Just don't put the newspaper over my lap, if you know what I mean.
my zipper. Going on, especially on a bus. Ooh, let's talk about Caleb. Okay, so there's this kid. Sort of friends with. I was sort of.
He
friends
was
with.
sort of friends with. I was friends with him.
He was good friends with Caleb for a while.
Well, here's what happened. In 5th grade, I was best friends with one of these twins. He was really cool. But he moved away 3 days after Caleb got there. Because Caleb's, I don't know if it was supposed to be like a birthday present, but he moved on his birthday. And that's got to be like the worst thing ever. Moving on your birthday. So he moved, and he moved to where we live. And
undisclosed location.
yes, and we, me and him, he met Halen. And we came in and we were like, dude, just come sit at our table. So he did. And we became friends. And then me and him and Halen became friends for the next 3 days. No, Halen left on March 3rd. So we were friends for like a week, all three of us. And then he left. And then it was just kind of me and Caleb there. Because I was in a class with a lot of mean people, like Charlie.
Yeah.
But he was really nice to me for like the first half of he was really nice to me in 4th grade and like the first half of 5th grade. And then after that, he was mean.
He was nice to me in the first half of 6th grade, and then Emily got in our class.
He wasn't in our class. Or are you talking about a different class?
It's science.
Oh, I wasn't in your science class.
Yeah.
I had Miss Flanagan.
It was pretty
I gotta
hilarious.
talk about Miss Flanagan.
Oh my gosh.
Miss
that
McKinney. Change your name to Miss Flanagan. I hate her.
bitch. Well, this kid I was sort of friends with. Brett tried to hook us up. We kind of were friends. Not in a gay way.
No.
We weren't like, oh,
But-
we're besties.
Yeah, me and Caleb only had one class together, but me and you only had one class together for the first half of the year, and then you came to Gifted English.
Yeah, because I'm smart.
I was already in there.
I was suggested in it like 4 times.
But you failed all the tests.
I only failed it in 3rd grade, but in 4th and 5th grade, they were like, oh, well, it's already past half the school year, so we'll just
So it took
do
us
next
half
year.
the school year to figure out you need to be in there.
I don't, because they read
You should've
books
just
like
told
the,
them.
they read books, they looked at me as like, oh, that kid's not smart, he's gonna fail my grade, because, you know, I had the mohawk and stuff. And then they were like, oh, this guy's actually smart.
After half the year, it took them that long? You
Yeah.
think after like the first quarter they'd see your grades and then they'd just be like,
I was the only person in my 5th grade class. Well, there were 3 people in the first quarter of my 5th grade class who got A's. It was me, Natalie, and Olivia.
I hate
Olivia Rock.
Really?
Olivia Stone. Sorry.
it's
It's Olivia Rock. It was undisclosed. But, yeah, then I got in it, and it was awesome.
Yeah, so we became even better friends after that.
Oh yeah,
But-
we were talking about Caleb.
Yeah, so Caleb, me and him were friends, and then me and him and my other friend Sam, who's moved away, we were all friends, and we'll get to that later.
Oh yeah, we should probably talk about Sam too. Let's see. First time, well, we were on the bus. We were chatting because we were just our friends. He was like the only person who would ever text me because he was the only person that I got the number from.
Caleb?
Yeah, so we text a lot.
Really?
Yeah, for a while. So we were
I didn't
like
know
sort of
that.
close. And then let's see. He was sleeping. It was coming up to his bus stop.
Transitioning to 7th grade now.
Oh yeah, this is 7th grade. I put on. He was sleeping. It was almost his time for him to get off. So I put my phone on and I put on like an alert, like, and he freaked out, threw my phone.
You put a shoe in his face.
That was a different time.
That was a different time.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Why'd you do that?" and stabs me in the shoulder.
Were you sitting next to him?
Yeah. No, I was sitting behind him. And then another time, I can't remember what.
What'd your bus driver do about it?
I didn't tell her. And then another time, he stabbed me in the back of the leg, and this time I was bleeding. Like
Yeah, I
crazy.
remember that. Did you tell her?
I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell anybody until. Okay, so I was messing with my friend at Gateway. We were just hanging out, and I took shoe off of my friend Jacob. Not the stupid one, not Jacob 2, the awesome Jacob. And I was like, oh, and I put it beside his head. He turns around. He's like, he reaches in his
I'm talking
pocket,
about Caleb here.
grabs his pencil, stabs me twice in the hand. That's only because I was covered up my heart. So he would have stabbed me in the chest if I hadn't covered it.
Did you say that he would have broken your heart?
To your face.
Like this if you cry every time.
And, so I was bleeding like crazy. I was like, okay, it's about time. Getting ticked off. So I told my mom, and they're like, oh, I'll call her, blah, blah, blah. The principal.
You only got like a day ISS for that, right?
Well, let me get further into the story. Miss Bunbury. I hate Miss Bunbury.
Didn't you get in trouble for it?
Well,
like
we
you
go
did.
in, and they're like, okay, so let me take some pictures of it. And we're like, okay, and it was like gushing blood still. And it was like 2 days later, gushing blood. And they're like, okay, so what happened? And I explained the story. And she was like, well, Caleb said that you were trying to suffocate him with it. I put it beside his head for one, and not even over his mouth. And he's like, and he just stabbed you out of instinct. He did work to take his pencil, like a slap. I would have deserved that. I would have been fine with that. But no, he went into his pocket, grabbed this pencil, turned around, looked at me, aimed, and stabbed me, okay? So I was like, that's completely bullcrap. And she's like, okay, we're going to have to look at the video. And even if you did do what you say in your story, we're still going to have to, give you 1 day of ISS or some detention or something. Because you shouldn't have done that. And I'm like, I'm fine with that as long as he gets what he deserves. This is like at the beginning of the 4th quarter. So if you go to school, you understand there's 4 quarters, or sometimes they have trimesters. But okay, I went in there like 1 or 2 more times, and then I didn't hear anything about it. He didn't get ISS. I didn't get any ISS. Nothing happened. Nobody did anything about it. So he's thinking, I got away scot-free. I got to stab somebody several times. Could have killed them.
You could have killed them.
He could have killed me.
How?
Stabbed me in the heart.
There's no way that he could have shoved a pencil that deep into your chest.
He could have really hurt me.
Yeah, but I don't know about killed.
Did you hear about that guy, like 5 years or 6 years ago, who...
I didn't watch the news 6 years ago.
Boy who stabbed a friend in the chest and killed him? Well, getting off topic. Okay?
Why?
And then he
With
moved.
a pencil?
It was a pen. I don't know if that makes much of a difference. But he moved, okay? So what I was afraid of was they revisit the case the following year and only punish me. Luckily, that didn't happen. I hope
it just... this podcast, and they're going to be like, hey.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's this one... You know how people like to chew on their pens and pencils?
Uh-huh.
So I was sitting next to him one day in class.
Oh, yeah,
and he was chewing on his pen. And he used to always chew on his pen for some reason. And unless he had gum. So he just chewed on his pen. And then he just, like, chewed on it the wrong way. And it's, like, exploded in his mouth. It was, like, poisonous ink. And it just went everywhere. It made his whole, like, mouth black. It was so disgusting. He was spitting it out in his hands. And he went up to his teacher and was like... He went in the bathroom, like, washed it all out. She didn't let him go to the nurse. She was like, you'll be fine. Just spit it all out.
Did you hear about that kid, Latanto Fox, who pulled the fire alarm?
That's not why he got expelled.
It's not, but he pulled the fire alarm.
Yeah.
He's like, oh crap,
he was in our class.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he pulled the fire alarm, and after the fire alarm, I don't remember if it was after, but later, he was like, yo, that was me who pulled the fire alarm the other day. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, it sprays ink on your hand, so they know you did it. I was in the bathroom trying to wash it off, and they found me. So, yeah,
That's awesome. I was in the bathroom trying to wash it off, and they found me.
He later got expelled for something dealing with a bank robbery or something like that.
No, it wasn't.
That's what I heard.
I'll tell you about it afterward. It was not about a bank robbery.
Was it worse?
No, it was like association to a crime.
Yeah, he wasn't robbing a bank. It was just association. It has to do with guns, doesn't it?
Yeah, but not robbing a bank.
Okay, well, should we tell the Thomas story?
No.
About the one day of ISS? That was...
One day, wow.
Yeah,
that was so like, messed up. He should have gotten expelled.
He's gotten 1 week.
He got 1 day.
He was given 1 week, and they're like, after 1 day, we're like, okay, we're only going to give you 1 day.
Well, that's because he had such a clean record, and he was like teacher's pet. And so,
he had
all good reviews.
Should we say what Katie did to Jake, or...
No.
Okay. That was...
Going too in-depth.
That was...
Remember, we have to make, like, an infinite amount of these podcasts.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so... My other friend, Sam, I've been friends with him for, like... 10 years. And so one night we were trick-or-treating together, and with Caleb, and... There was this house, and it was like down the street, and it was this white house, and so and it's so dark at this corner of the street, and I never walked past this house. My dad said nobody lived there, but I guess somebody lived there, because there was always a car there.
Yeah.
So we went up to it, and the guy turned on his outside light to show that he was home, because we walked past it. We were like, oh, okay. So we walked up to the house, and then he turned the light off. We were like, dude, are you for real? We started yelling in the door, and we just kept knocking. And so we were like, you know what, fine. So we walked away, and he turned the light back on. And then when we started walking back, and he turned it back off. And then we were like, you know what, fine. We, like, tipped over his lawnmower. We were, like, walking away, yelling and stuff. And then he just started shining a flashlight at the window at us. And we could see it. Like, this was not a normal flashlight. This was bright. Like, we could see it far down the street.
Nice.
Oh, and then we were in Sam's house, and his stepdad was really mean.
Mm-hmm.
We had, like, these gumballs, the really, really hard ones. And so we were, like, throwing them at each other. And so somebody threw one. It was either Sam or Caleb. It might have been me. I don't even remember. It was really late at night. And he threw it, and it, like, slammed on the ground, and it exploded. Like, it just went everywhere, and it sounded like a gunshot went off. It was so loud. And his mother came downstairs, and his stepfather came upstairs, and they were like, what happened? And we were like, we just wanted a piece of gum. And then we played Monopoly for 2 hours, and then Caleb had to leave because it was like midnight.
Loser.
I just stayed the night.
Was there school the next day?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It was Halloween. There's always school the next day.
And me and your prime, because of when we were born. In our prime Halloweening years, it's not going to be on a Friday or a Saturday. which is stupid. The day after Halloween should be a day off of school, because...
Yeah, because it's not a national holiday.
That's stupid. Like, Black Day after Halloween.
We're not even allowed to wear makeup to school. That's about our costumes.
Yeah. Stupid. Oh. I have another story if we have time.
Yeah, we have time.
Okay, so I've talked about Jacob in the past. One day we were skating in my neighborhood, and we went up to the battlefield because we live near a battlefield. And there's this area of like flat asphalt, and we were trying out some tricks and doing some stuff. And there's these people, this old lady and like it seemed like a family, and we saw them. They were reading the sign like about culture and facts and history there, and we saw the lady who drove up. She was like, we could just see her talking to the rest of the group and telling them to go on. She came down, she holding her purse like this, watching us, standing by the car.
Thought you were a hoodlum.
Yeah, I was like,
She'd been like, we're gonna mug.
Bitch.
She should have been like, we're gonna mug you. And then she would have been like,
like, you
jumped in her
awful
car.
people just think that since we skate means that we're awful people, we do drugs, we steal people's cars.
Were you like skating around her car?
We were just skating around the area, and her car was over there. We were just like, hey.
Yeah, we were just skating
Wanna
around the
see
area.
me do a finger
her
flip?
car was the
Cool.
area.
Just like, But, yeah. And then we were like, I'm sick and tired of this. So we went down the hill, and then we came back. Guess what? The lady was gone, but the car was still there. that shows you.
That shows you.
Well, that shows me, yeah.
That car is still there today. Wait.
They say that somebody died on that car.
On that car?
On that car.
They
They were
sitting
on
on
top
top.
of the car. Now it's haunted. You know, my house.
Yeah, it was haunted.
Yeah. The one before I moved to the state I live in now. Is it okay to say Virginia?
Yeah.
Okay. When I moved to Virginia.
For all they know, we could live in Lynchburg.
For all they know, we could live in, I don't know, it's a area in Fredericksburg. It's an area.
For all they know, we could live in Roanoke. I hate Roanoke.
Roanoke sucks. Do you know what's awesome? Do you know what city's awesome?
Richmond?
Norfolk.
That city sucks.
I know. It has a cool name.
Richmond has a... I'll tell you about it later. But Richmond's awesome. They have like all these awesome museums and stuff like that.
What type of museums?
Like the Science Museum and
A zombie museum?
Science. They had this thing there. I want to talk about this. It was called Body Works.
Huh?
You know what that is?
Yeah, isn't that the one with muscles?
Yeah, except it's like full naked bodies. And my uncle, who's like a surgeon, he's in medical school. He took me there, and my cousin. It was awesome. They had like the blood vessel out. They took all the blood vessels out of a chicken, and then they like set it up to make it look like a chicken.
I wanted to see. I want to go to a museum and see like the blood vessels and stuff like that.
It wasn't even that. It was.
It wasn't cool.
Yeah, it was like so inappropriate too.
Why?
There was like this. Like,
Oh, okay.
They didn't dress up the cadavers.
The cadavers.
That's what they're called.
Cadavers. Okay. Well, should we end this at 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Keep it short.
Let's do one. Let's do a few more stories.
Okay, what's another good story?
I don't know. There's a few more things that are new. We need to sing about. We need to like have some elevator music. Can't believe this is your first time here.
First time at your grandparents' house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about my dog?
The dog. He looks tired. His dog looks tired. Well, his bagel looks tired.
When the dog sleeps, if you try to open up its eyes, its eyeballs like roll back into its head. So
Nice.
you open it up, it's just a red gaping hole.
So, I say we have a contest who can make the best armpit farts.
It's like the worst thing.
I agree with you. That was see if you'd actually do it.
That was so bad.
So,
I don't know.
I don't know. Do you guys have any ideas, viewers at home?
Go ahead, tell us right now.
Dare you? Come on, hit us. Hit us up with some ideas.
I didn't hear you say anything.
Do you know what we should start doing? Those skits we said we were gonna do.
I wrote them, Dom.
I started writing the Kookskoo one.
You started.
I actually wrote an entire
I wrote
script.
several.
I wrote an entire script for it. Do you have a video camera? Cool. Hey, eventually maybe we'll have some videos, skits up. So keep an eye out for those. They should be funny.
We can make them right now.
I was saying that we should.
Oh.
That's what I was hinting at.
Oh.
We have to do our hair and makeup first, though.
Hair and makeup?
JK.
I'm probably doing hair and makeup. I wish I had a picture of makeup from the play.
Oh my gosh. You know who does?
Kaylee.
Kaylee. Okay.
Kaylee has one.
Oh, my dad just texted me.
He just texted you? You're like, sorry, I went to bed 2 hours
11:50.
What'd he say?
He said my mom may be there early to pick me up.
Early?
Earlier.
He's coming at 9:30.
30. So we should probably be ready by 9. What? Okay, I don't think we're going to be able to sleep tonight. Okay, they don't want to listen to us just talk about our... Okay.
Lives?
What?
This is why we need to come up with a longer list than 2 things.
We've got 3 things.
We had, oh yeah, how we met, the Caleb stuff, and Halloween.
Well...
But those don't really only last. Caleb was, like, led into Halloween.
Yes. Should we talk about some of the skits?
Yeah.
Give them a hint on what to say. Could we do the Kookskoo one? I mean, we'd have to get a voiceover. We'd have to do the voiceover. Could you do that?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we might do the Kookskoo one.
Okay, but, there's this other one, but there's this, there's, like, the Impractical Jokers kind of things that I want to do.
Oh.
But you have to be man enough to do it.
You have to do it at the mall, like the Balls of Steel. It's the same thing as that, except it's in London.
Oh, really?
Is it in London?
I don't know.
It's somewhere in Europe.
I've seen that. That was on Hulu.
Yeah, my dad said he watched it, and like he watched this one episode where this guy, what they would do is they do random things to these people on the bridge, and there's one guy, small guy, jumped on the back of this huge guy and started riding him like a donkey.
Anyway, the premise is we'd have to do stuff whatever we were told, and if we couldn't do it, then like whoever it would be like, I don't know, like 10 minutes, do you think?
Sure, why not?
Or maybe we could do like 2 things in one, and then the winners could decide what the losers.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, what the punishment was.
Like we'd have a contest and be like, who can get the most high fives?
Yeah.
And
Except it would get way worse than that.
like how bad?
Like sticking. Like, I want to do one where we're blindfolded and we have to just basically do whatever we're told. Like, put our hand through our pants while we're blindfolded, and then then we're told where to go through a mic.
Oh, we got that one microphone that's very concealable, not like this.
That is not concealable. We'd have to buy one that clips onto the inside of your shirt, and we'd have to buy a little earpiece. But we're reaching 30 minutes, and that's where we wanted to end it at 30 minutes. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.